You must build memorials for the marathon in your life. There must be pillars in your life that you can look back to and say, that's why I'm still running the race. That's why I'm still serving Jesus, because of the great things he's done in my life. Left alone, you will fall away from the Lord. You will not fall towards the Lord. Your nature will not draw you closer to Christ. It won't do it. You need memorials to remind you how great God is and what he's done in your life. You need to set those memorials up, not just for your benefit, but for your children's benefit, for your grandchildren's benefit, so that you can inspire them to serve the Lord, so that you can inspire them to run the race no matter what. A memorial in the Bible is always meant to be a physical sign of a miraculous work that God has done, to remind us and to remind future generations that God did this. We have to have memorials for the marathon that point to the only one worthy of being pointed to. That's Jesus Christ. It's the power of God in our lives. We have to remember what God's done, and then we have to do something in our lives. We have to put down a pillar, go to a place, make a place where we can say, that's where God did this. Remember? Yeah, I remember. And then we take our kids there, and then we take our grandkids there, and we say, this is where God did this. In these two verses, 23 and 24, the Lord is pointed at 7 times, and man is pointed at 0 times. The Lord did this, the Lord did this, the Lord did this. There are no memorials to man, the God who parts the sea, the God who makes the flood river stand up like a wall. He's the one we must focus on and must teach the future generations to focus on. He alone we follow. That's the God who cares for you. That's the God who keeps his promises. That's the God who brings you victory. That's the God who will never fail you. That's the God whom alone you must follow. We have to tell ourselves this, and we have to tell the next generation that. And we need something to point at and say, I met God right here. I saw God work right here. Then we'll say to that son or that daughter or that grandson, that granddaughter, if God did it for us way back then, he can do it for you today. Look, this is what God did. I can tell you from experience, God will do it for you if you will follow him by faith.